Still hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, we're good. Now we're dual vlogging.
Yeah, now you can catch me crashing.
Well, when Mikey gets back and it's got scratches all over it, we can show her.
Yeah, be like, it was really a lot steeper than it looks.
Like everybody else online says.
Yeah. There wasn't two-wheel drive trucks coming through here a minute ago.
And a Cadillac.
Yeah.
You know, I like this. I know this is by no means a hard road, but it's neat that you can do this on a bike that does as good as they do on the road.
Yeah, I like having analog brakes.
I've still not tried mine out.
Well, if you try them here, they'll be working.
Well, the problem with that is it won't stop me.
I bet it'll stop you. It'll probably do fine. You know, it'll just keep it from like shooting out from underneath you. Because I could see that with no ABS at all, getting on the fuck. This is pretty steep. With no ABS at all, I could see it getting a little ragged. Holy shit! Woo! Just keep going. It's good.
My poor clutch.
I didn't clutch it at all, but I don't know how your first is, but that was pretty fucking ruddy right there.
Yeah. My first is really tall.
Yeah, this one's taller than, you know, everybody acts like they want to go up a tooth on the sprocket on the front to make it run better on the highway, but I don't know that I'd want a higher first. Even on the road, it's pretty high.
Yeah, the guys that use this, or the guys that use these off-road, drop it one.
Yeah.
Even for stuff like this, I would see where that would be beneficial.
All right, these guys in the Jeeps are crawling. So
rock crawling. We'll just sit
this
here
is
for a minute.
This is not. I mean, I don't know about this. Like, I mean, I know we'll make it, but I could see dropping the bike here.
I hope you don't.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting to do, I mean,
no, we'll make it. I'm not going to push out. The guy said Harleys do it, which I think he's full of shit. I don't think a Harley would have done that.
It depends how much of a shit they give about the Harley.
Yeah. I'll get up here and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not any worse than that last one.
I'm just giving you a lot of space in between. That way if I need to speed up or slow down.
Yeah, this doesn't look nearly as bad. I think they were just, it was a little bit off camber in the middle. Okay.
I'm in the right lane. I saw you were in the left. Okay.
Yeah, I'd stay on the right side. The left side's where it's all dicked up.
It's pretty dicked up over here too. The grass is always greener, I guess.
Yeah. Well, at least we're doing it. I feel pretty good. I don't think I could have done that on a sport bike.
This fucking tall windshield is, now I understand why they said that people change their windshields depending on if they're going to go off-road or not.
Yeah, this one's getting on my nerves a little bit because, like, right where I need to see is right where that windshield edge is.
Yeah, when we're climbing, it's in the damn way. Even though they say you need to look like 30 feet ahead of you at all times anyway, so I guess I'm doing it wrong, but...
Yeah, that's kind of true. I found out that with the XR, if I just look up the road and quit trying to dodge all the little stuff, it will just go over it.
Yeah.
And it won't be a problem. You just like upset the bike by trying to make little tiny changes.
Right. There was a guy named Chris Wayman that told somebody that one time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But he's also bad about doing it himself, so I slowed down.
Yeah, I was really worried about that XR. Now that's hilarious. Now it seems, now that I don't own it anymore, it seems like a really dumb thing to do, to sit and worry about tearing up a 650R. You can probably do anything with it.
Right.
I think I'm going to stop over this hump if this dickhead will go over it.
All right.
Because I don't want to be right up their ass either. Sorry I'm swearing on your vlog.
That's all right. I would be. I don't know if I'll post it anyway because I'm really picky about video editing, and but I'm also too lazy to actually do it. So.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get out of this, whatever I'm in.
Yeah, you got it. If not, we'll adventure push it.
Yeah, it wanted to roll backwards for some reason, and all right, these guys are getting out of our way. Looks like maybe. One of them. Yeah, you can tell the rentals because they've got Loudoun County tags or Blount County tags.
Yeah. This is fun. I like this. Oh, waving us around.
All right, get over on the left. This guy's letting us by on the left. Thank you. All right.
This is going to be if I do post this online, we are going to be the biggest pussies on YouTube because we've got bikes that are decent and this road isn't that rough, so I know it's going to look super unrough online. Or, you know, on the video.
There's bears and shit out here, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I going fast enough?
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
I'm just kind of letting it roll in first and checking the back brake.
That's pretty much what I'm doing.
And this is just tag it like Noobs Off-Road, and Noobs. The YouTube dicks would tell everybody what we did wrong. But
yeah.
Honestly, I don't care. It's just a Saturday. We're riding motorcycles.
Yeah. Noobs Off-Road on larger bikes.
Yeah.
Even though I guess these aren't big compared to, you know, the big BMW 1200 is not that much more heavy than our bikes. Really.
Yeah. There's a root sticking out or something right here, just a little bit. Yeah, I know they're like 100 pounds more tops.
80 pounds for you because you got those big old bags full of jackets.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I do have a lot of jacket weight in here.
Which makes your rear grip better.
Yeah, that's what's helping with my traction, I can tell. Now, these bikes are good. I mean, those hills, that was more than I thought it would be. I figured it would all be like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured it would all just be like...
I don't remember those hills.
A sparsely graveled road.
But I was in a car, so...
Yeah, I mean, and it would just be a little bumpy. I mean, it's not like it's a problem. I was just being a puss about it. I'm starting to get a feel for the bike off-road. I mean, it's a big difference coming from an enduro bike to a big whatever this is.
I like this. It's doing really good, I think.
And I kind of feel the handlebars. You still do like a little counter steer, but then you catch it real quick.
Yeah.
Like you give it just a little push and then bring the handlebars back in line.
Yeah.
And you're good. Which I guess you'd probably do on a dirt bike too. I just never really realized it.
Right.
How's she doing?
Seems to be doing good.
I would be like, what the fuck am I doing out here?
Yeah, I hope she's having fun.
Especially over those bumps. That was a lot. I wouldn't be able to take Mikey on this. She would be like squirming and grabbing my face and everything.
Oh yeah, I don't even notice her back there as far as that goes. I just it's kind of weird with a
big
passenger.
dips on the left side here.
All right.
Yeah, they're actually not big, but they looked big. Compared to pavement, they're pretty big.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some pretty hardcore potholes on pavement.
And this is fun now. I feel like we're risking it, but we're like probably 90% success rate. So, you know, you can feel like you're riding a little bit, but it's not really dangerous.
Yeah. Well, just a little bit we've rode back in here, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did when we first started.
Yeah. Yeah, if that first bit had been that hill or the couple hills we climbed that were kind of rough, I'd have been like, I'm not doing this. Like that's too much. But I don't want to beat my bike up. I just got it.
Yeah. Then once we get committed to it, we were, in it already, and you're like, I can make it.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, it gives you. We're probably a couple miles in now, and it gives you an opportunity to get comfortable. I'm definitely a lot more. I mean, never been off-road on any kind of street bike ever.
Right.
And even at those little gravel turnarounds, like I was worried about falling.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like I'm a little more okay with the bike moving around, and plus this is probably why you thought it was dirt. Is it really almost is dirt?
Yeah.
If it was wet, it would look like dirt with just a little bit of gravel in the middle. Because this stuff is a lot better, I feel like, because it's not loose.
Yeah. I always think about when I do anything like this, or when we used to go dirt biking or whatever. Anytime I get on gravel, I think about Gage when he rally raced that fucking motorcycle, hauling fucking ass on a road like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how guys do it. Whoa, this is very sharp. So take your time. This is nice. It's nice and cool up here.
Yeah. I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how it's like on the passenger seat as far as bumps and shit, but
It's probably better. You know, she's
yeah.
back there right over the rear wheel where it's going to be moving right up and down.
Right. Yeah. I mean, neither of us has had to stand up for anything we're doing, so it's obviously not super hard, but hopefully we don't hit anything we have to stand up on. Well, then a Harley couldn't make it, obviously, because they can't stand up on forward controls.
Yeah, I never got very good at standing up anyway, unless we're like jumping a dirt bike. Like, I wasn't a good just stand-up rider.
No, I'm not either.
Here's our water crossing.
Ooh!
This is pretty deep. It's really like 6 feet deep. It just looks like it's like 2 inches.
Yeah. Nice.
Now this makes me have a lot more respect for those Australian guys that ride the KTM 990 or 990s or the 1190s. I mean, they ride them like real dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And I just
Which, truth be told, we could probably push these harder than we are if we were good.
Well, we're already going like 28 miles an hour.
Yeah, my camera can see my speedo, so.
Yeah, we're going 12 miles an hour. But yeah, you're probably right there. And plus, if you didn't give a shit, if the worst thing that would happen is you fell off, like, that wouldn't really matter to me that much. Like, I'm not worried about falling off a bike at 10 miles an hour, or even like 30 miles an hour. But I am worried about having to pay to fix my bike.
Right.
Or even if I don't fall off of it, what am I going to fuck up going that fast?
Right. They do, though. You're right. I mean, the videos we were watching of those pro guys, and then just, it seems like the KTM 1190 and 1290 guys just, if they're any good at all, they haul ass all the time. So,
yeah,
I'm sure they're good for it, but like you said, just little shit breaking. I mean, it'll break your bank on a Suzuki, little on a KTM.
Yeah, that's hardcore. I mean, they must be sponsored or something. I mean, they're just beating them up on things I wouldn't have took my XR on.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just unnecessary.
My friend rides his pretty hard. I mean, he rides it kind of like a dirt bike.
Yeah, they say they can do it, but I think you just have to let go of any value in the motorcycle and say, I'm just going to ride it. I don't care about resale. I don't care about damage. I'm going to do whatever it takes to ride it.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to do it.
Big bumps.
That's kind of what Half Throttle was saying when he was talking about his BMW.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't enjoy it because I'm worried more about the resale value than actually doing what I want on the bike.
Yeah.
Which is how I feel about most things.
Well, I think you got a good enough deal on yours to where you can loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, if I had crash bars, I really wouldn't sweat it much, because then I would feel like if I dumped it at this speed, it would just be on the crash bars.
Yeah.
It's not like we are going 48 miles an hour.
Right.
But if I were just to dump it right here, I wouldn't care. It would hit the bags and the bars, and then I just pick it up and go. But yeah, you're right. I feel like this is pretty much residual value. Like I've seen V-Stroms go for less, but they had really high miles, and they didn't have a lot of extras or anything.
Right.
That wasn't too bad.
There's a
couple of bumps towards the top. Oh shit.
You all right?
Yeah. Sorry, I got kind of in that rain groove or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Whoa.
Sorry. I guess we keep going straight.
Yeah, because this is just a turnaround, right? Unless you want to go up that trail.
Well, I was thinking about it. I'd like to ride one of that. I think that's a KLX 250. Those things are huge for a 250.
The other one was a Honda. Yeah, they were pretty big.
That's what you need for this kind of shit. You could really have fun if you were on something like that.
Yeah.
Because then you're supposed to crash it.
Right.
That's what I'd love to have. I'd love to find I think that was an older one, but I mean, I wouldn't care if it was the new one or the old one. Find a KLX 250 just because you can get deals on them. You know, if you look, you can find them for close to $2,000, and the old ones you can get for less than $2,000. And then you got a nice like dual sport that you can really probably push pretty hard in the woods.
That don't break the bank.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, what's his name up in 6 Mile Cycle?
Yeah.
John Golf. Yeah. He had one for sale for a while. I'm gonna ride the brakes just so I don't go off this mountain. But yeah, he had one for sale for a while that he only wanted $1,600 for it. And it was a 2006 with like 4,000 miles.
Yeah, because that's about 4,000 feet straight down right there.
Yeah, that is really far. It's like the Himalaya.
Yeah, it'd be like falling off of Fiji.
Yeah. It would be like falling off something that we would never get back up.
That's true.
It would just have to stay down there till a tow truck pulled it out.
So I remember, what was his name? Moto Trippin', when he ran it off and had to get that guy to help him pull it out. Looking at it when he first wrecked it, I was like, that's not that far down in there. He should be able to just pull that out with the front tire. But,
yeah.
But obviously that was not the case.
Yeah, have you watched his Costa Rica videos yet?
No, you told me to.
Yeah, they are the shit. You got to watch them.
I don't know if I can post this on YouTube if we keep name dropping.
Yeah, it's all right. You can drop names.
Just can't play music.
Yeah, you can say other riders for sure. You couldn't like show some of their video. You can't play something that is someone else's work. Like you can say Puff Daddy and all that. You just can't play his music. I say that because Puff Daddy's like the only singer I know right now.
Is that who you're listening to right now?
Yeah, I mean I don't really listen to him, but I'm aware of him. Where I guess the new guy is someone named Drake. I saw him on a Apple when they rolled out Apple's music store. He was the guy. I'm like, well, I'm assuming this guy's famous. I don't know anything about him, but he must be a big deal to be like introducing Apple's music. There's some sticks and stuff sticking out, so watch that.
Yeah. So, how do you like the V-Twins power delivery off-road?
It's fine. I mean, it's hard to tell here. The fuel injection is the biggest thing to think about. Oh, this is cool. Well, I got to take a picture here.
Okay. You want to...
Picture guy.
You want to, well, there's nobody on the road. We can just park it there and get a picture.
Well, I don't want to get my feet wet. You know how I am about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It'll just take me a second if I don't drop the bike. I want to let it roll just a little bit.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Good. Look at all those roots.
Make for a cool black and white photo.
Sorry, that was a picture opportunity.
Photo op.
Alright. Now, I've got to start without getting my feet wet, or I'm going to cry about it for a while. And I made it.
That was legit a little bit deeper than the last one.
Yeah, that was like 2 feet deep. How's Jess doing? Is that Jess?
Jen?
Jen.
She's rocking out back there.
Yeah, she's a champ.
She's just passengering.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know many girls that would be cool with going on a ride that's just as long as we've been riding. I mean, we've been riding since 10:45. We probably got on the bikes, so we've been at it for like 4 hours or getting on it. You know, by the time we get off here, it'll be 4 hours.
Well, she might never talk to me again. That's possible.
Well, there could be a lot of reasons for that.
Yeah.
But she's still doing good on the bike. Because I would not do this. I don't know many girls that would.
You're doing it. You're doing it right now.
That is a big tree. Big old tree. That tree could tell us about the Civil War.
Yeah. Well, my big old 21-inch front hoop is making this way easier than it should be, I guess. I don't actually know anything about that. I just know they always say, "Oh yeah, it's more built for off-road because it's got a 21-inch front tire."
Yeah, I am barely making it with this 19. I mean, it's awful.
But they do say that makes my road handling shitty. I don't know why. It feels fine to me.
Well, the time I rode it, I thought, man, this thing is terrible.
Yeah. Well, it is British. You gotta kind of take into account what it is before you.
All the rattling and oil coming out everywhere.
Yeah, and that weird whining noise that it makes all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
No, I'm sure the 21-inch tire helps some, but if you're going over big bumps.
Yeah, I was about to say, not on this. I don't think it's... I don't know, it makes me cut through the gravel better, straight line.
Yeah, it probably does. There's a railroad spike out there.
I really just think it looks cool. Yeah, there is. I like the big front wheel.
I think we've got a turn ahead of us.
What?
I think it's on the map. And I don't want to say that we're getting close to the end, but we might be getting close to the end.
Surely not. I remember jumping the Subaru on this road somewhere, and I've seen no jump-worthy bumps. Except for that one we stopped at to let the Jeeps go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like there's like a trail or a creek or something up here. Sorry, yeah, it's not really real. There's a trail right there, though. See, if we had 1190s, you'd turn left right here and go up the side of that mountain. Somebody's taking a Jeep up there. There's a trail going all through it.
I see that.
Which is illegal.
Yes.
In a national park.
Trail breaking?
Yeah. I wouldn't do it in a Jeep, at least. I mean, you're definitely going to get caught on a Jeep. If I had one of those 250s back there, maybe. Ooh, there's a big dip right here. I have to think about this. Sorry, I'm a puss about not having a skid plate, but there's a big washout right there that's 6 feet deep probably. This is something. This is on the map, whatever number 4 is. I don't know where that goes. It says we're still on Parsons Branch.
We gotta find more roads like this.
Yeah, we will. I mean, this bike, I know this is next to nothing, but the bike does okay with it. When I was going up those rougher bits uphill, there's a lot of rattling and bouncing, and I felt like I was kind of beating the bike up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be any worse for that little bit of it. There's a dip right here behind, another big dip. Yeah, I would want a skid plate just to, so if you wanted to go faster, you could, so you wouldn't fling rocks up at your motor and your oil filter and all that.
Yeah. I don't think we have to worry about throwing rocks too bad.
I used to get them on that XR bouncing off the skid plate all the time, and it was loud, even at low, even less than 20 miles an hour, and it would just hurl them. And be like, donk. And it sounded awful, but I mean, it's hitting a big, huge aluminum plate, but
right.
I don't know that it would have damaged the motor, but
as badass as I feel I look with my tinted mirror visor, and next time we go off-roading I need to use my clear one.
Yeah, do you have it up or down?
It's half down, just to keep dust out of my contacts.
Oh yeah, you're behind me, I forget about that. I'm like, I got my goggles down. Okay, there's a little bit of wash here. It's I envisioned a crash there for a second. I got all squirrely. You just have to think positive.
Just power through it.
I was like, yeah, I might crash. And then I started wobbling everywhere. So what do we do when we get to 129?
Probably go back towards Maryville and get something to eat because she's hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty hungry myself.
Yeah, the V-twin is fine. I kind of forget that it is a V-twin, honestly. But the fuel injection is not super smooth on-off throttle. So when I get like where I'm kind of it's not winding up at all, but I'm getting some RPM in first.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of just in and out of throttle. It's kind of jumpy.
Yeah, mine's like that too. They say you can tighten the cables, and that helps a little, and you can reprogram it if you got a power commander and all that. But
this one is kind of loose, honestly, and I'm not a super fan of it, but it does work. When I get uncomfortable, I realize I'm squeezing the bars, and when I squeeze the bars, I get more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I just got to hang on the bars loose.
Yeah, I've been death gripping these here and there.
Yeah, I'm bad when it's going downhill because my weight's on them. But I'm like, hold your weight with your legs and just let it go, and you'll be fine. My anti-lock brakes just kicked in. When I went over that hump and landed, it hit. I felt the pedal just kind of go. You still there?
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
I was...
Sorry, it got like weird quiet on my end. I can kind of hear like a faint something.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe, but I guess it might be like your motor or something.
Yeah, it makes that weird whistly sound.
But every now and then I can hear, it just goes like dead silent. And you might want to give me some room here. This is pretty steep, and it's crossing a creek. My brakes are not happy with me. Holy shit, my anti-lock brakes kicked in big time there. It just went. It was like, nope, you're not stopping. So I guess it would be good to cut them off.
Yeah, that's the problem with anti-lock is once it starts sliding off-road, it's just going to keep sliding.
Yeah, that was actually a little more than... I'm glad there was nothing in front of me. But
more than you bargained for?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's for real. I don't know why it thought it needed them. I mean, it didn't feel like it was sliding at all.
You gotta trust the equipment, man.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't.
Holy shit. Alright, sorry. Yeah, just let me roll for a second.
That's why I stopped at the top.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm not far from the end, but I can't really see what I'm getting into here in just a second. These fucking bugs are all up in my face. That ABS kicking in's got me chicken.
I'm starting down.
Yeah, just take your time, and it's not too bad. It let me lock up the back, which is good, but
I see that. About to run right through your... Yeah.
good job. Yeah, that was. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, we're about out of here. We're doing good, but we probably have to go down quite a bit because we've been going up.
Yeah.
And we're coming off this. We got to come out at some water, so we're going to be on lower land.
Right.
Yeah, sorry I chickened out there for a second. That just, the ABS kicking in kind of spooked me.
Oh, you're fine. I'm going really slow.
It's another water crossing. It's not bad.
Dang, you must be way ahead of me. I might have to hit the gas.
No, I'm right here. I mean, I'm not far, but I can hear you in the thing, but it's just a real, yeah, this is the time to do it where it's nice and dry and those crossings are really low.
It's a good thing we got legit cooling fans on these bikes.
I know, that's what mine is blowing right now. And I was like, well, I guess it would be. I mean, I've been going only like 60.
Yeah.
I guess if I wasn't such a candy ass, my ABS wouldn't kick in and I'd just go down the hill. Just let it do its thing.
You might have just grabbed a little bit more than you thought you did, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
Because mine's been pretty mild-mannered. It hasn't come on yet. I thought it was going to once, but it didn't.
Yeah. I think it was just barely on once, but the second time it just let go. It's like, yep, you're not stopping at all. So I thought it was going to try to that it tries to come back in, That's why I always figured it worked, but.
Well, that's the thing about the off-road is when it starts trying to come back in, it senses slip again because of the gravel, so it just pretty much turns your brakes off.
Yeah. Yeah, I see now why that's important. I mean, I knew it would be, but.
But now your first-hand experience.
Now I'm like, yep, you do want to turn that off. It makes me kind of feel for the guys when I see them that they're reviewing and they're like, well, the ABS can get a little out of hand and it shows them like ripping down a hill and they're staying cool about it. But they got more balls than I do. Somebody's up here in a dirt bike or a mountain bike or something. I saw a little trail on that bridge.
Yeah. So, is there like an option in some kind of menu to turn your ABS off, or is it very...
No, you have to pull the fuse.
Is the fuse only work the ABS?
I think so.
Well, at least that's...
I don't really know, to be honest, but that was one of the gripes about this bike, and even the new ones, they don't have an option to disable the GPS. Or, I mean, the ABS. And, they were saying, well, you can always pull the fuse, but that's kind of a hassle when everything else in this class, you just touch it, you press a button and it turns off.
You could add a switch to it. If pulling the fuse works, you could just add a switch to cut power off to the fuse in the first place.
See, that's good thinking right there. That's actually a pretty good idea. I would totally do it. After that happened, I would be like, well, I'd rather slide a little bit than just my brakes to turn off.
Right.
So I've slid, you know, you slide a dirt bike a lot. And first is just not low enough to hold you back. That's the other thing. I was like, well, I need to let the first hold me back, but I'd probably go 30 or so in first.
Yeah.
God, whoops, I just killed it.
Well, that's one way to stop.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The back brake is like super squeaky, and that's not helping me out at all.
Be careful, man.
Yeah, thank you. No, I knew I was just, it was in my head. I was like, this is not steep, and you've got like 30 feet to go, so just go.
Right.
But
I mean, we went down steeper already for sure. So
yeah. Yeah, that's why when you see these guys on big bikes, they're usually on flat ground. It seems like they're not grinding up and down mountains. Not that this is bad, but you know, you see them out west and it's pretty much flat. They're just like, it's rough, but it's flat.
yeah.
You can see Everride freaking jumping a vstrom,
Yeah.
which I think is nuts. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine like seeing a jump and like rolling into the throttle and jumping it.
On a vstrom.
Yeah, I mean that just seems crazy. Watch this tree. It's all up in our biz.
After Cades Cove plus this, my clutch hand hurts a little bit.
I'm not clutching very much. I'm sorry if I'm going a little slow.
No, you're fine. It's my first gear is pretty high.
Ah, my boot just got wet.
Oh, it's over. Oh, mine did too. Mine are waterproof though.
Yeah, it was just a little bit right on the toe. I had to goop these boots again. You know, they're like freaking falling apart. And I had to goop them again last night.
Well, the ride's over. Eric's foot got wet.
I'm gonna start fussing. Go the dirt bike.
I know exactly what to get you for your birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna get some of those liners, like the zip-on, not really liners, but like the overboot
Yeah.
zip that zips up. And
I was talking about getting you a extend a fender. Have you seen those? It makes your front fender quite a bit longer. You can just add it to it, and it fits actually pretty well. But there you go. That's what you need. So your feet don't get wet.
Oh, it does say 1.4 miles. I was like, man, it doesn't say what to do here. Like, I still don't see anything, but we got 1.4 miles to go. So we're over 3/4 of the way through.
And we're steadily moving along about 50, so...
Yeah, and that 1.4 miles should be here in about 55 seconds.
Yeah. And then I'll cut the video to make it 55 seconds.
This is cool and all, but it would be a lot more fun on a real dual sport, like on a DR or something like that. I mean, it's fun that you can do this on this bike, and then when you hit the road, you're not going to be miserable like you would be on one of those bikes.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like a little bit nerve-wracking on a bike I care about. But again, I just need to get some crash bars. If I had that, I wouldn't sweat it so much.
Yeah.
Had crash bars and pay $150 freaking for the bark busters that fit, and then a skid plate, and I'd be pretty well protected for gnarly off-road. See, Yeah. This would be a good place to get back and camp or something if you were into that.
Yeah.
Since I know there's been several cars today, but it's definitely a lot less than you'd run into anywhere else.
Right.
Butterflies. I hate running over the butterflies, but I do it. So, man.
Ooh, a long water crossing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it across this one.
Well, I saw it get your foot again, didn't it?
What's that?
I saw it get your foot, didn't it?
No, I don't think so. It better not have. I didn't feel it. 1 mile. That was like 20 seconds to cut down to 1 mile.
1 mile.
1 mile to go. Are you talking to her, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are now about 87% there.
She is riding on a street.